Hello and welcome to my channel. I am a starseed. I am a walk-in soul. I am a shamaness, medicine woman, with psychic gifts stemming from the higher light star realms. I am activated in Reiki 1, 2, and Master. I also have my Anunnaki Star Mother transmissions, so I talk in light language codes from the Anunnaki realm, from the Mintakan realm on Orion's belt, as well as the Arcturian realm from Arcturus and the stars, as well as the Andromedan realm, Andromeda, and Lyra. I'm a walk-in soul, so I invite you to look at my previous videos. I also want to do some cord pulling and cutting and do some channeling with some light language star mothers. And I want to also invite you to take care of your physical vessel today with juices, with spices, with teas, with herbs. Nourish your body. It is your temple to your soul. This is the herbal tea that I brewed earlier. It has chamomile, star anise, bay leaf, and I'm going to place a cinnamon stick in this as well. And sometimes you have to check for the cinnamon sticks because you don't want to put a molded one in there. And I got various diverse sticks. So I'm going to grab one. I hope everyone's having a wonderful day today. For those of you who are extra sensitive, sorry about this noise, I'm sure you can feel the energies. So there's solar G1 flares happening in the galactic universes, excuse me. And it's having significant shifts. It can have a significant shift on your mood, as well as your lunar phase, I'm being told, as well as your temperament, which connects to your mood, and as well as your spiritual awakening. Like, you're gonna have spiritual awakening symptoms, okay? And you're going to be picking up some really weird energies. If you are shedding and you're on this spiritual awakening process, alignment to what your guides are opening you and awakening you to, you're going to feel a lot of relationships, old relationships, and old things that you used to resonate with fall away out of your life. You're going to find yourself outgrowing these ties, and you're going to find yourself wanting a completely different path as you listen to your guides and your spiritual evolvement, to where you start creating with your gifts your own path, okay, to move forward. So we're going to do a light language Anunnaki Star Mother channeling, as well as a Mintakan Star channeling. And as these guides come through and work through me, as I am a conduit of spirit, and I'm claircognizant, psychic knowing, clairsentient, psychic feeling, telepathic, can pick up the thoughts of others, can read the energies, the motives of others, clairvoyant, I'm a clear visionary, and I have so many gifts, and I could sit here for hours talking about my gifts, but today this is about you and your spiritual evolvement into the higher realms of light, okay? And it's easy to get caught up in that matrix of that conditioned thinking, like, okay, I need to go to my 9 to 5. I need to do what my boss expects from me. I need to do what my mother expects from me. I need to live up to the expectations of others. I need to people please. And it's like all of these things that take you slowly away, and basically negate the fact that you are your own soul and you have your own gifts and you're playing small and working for others, and you're like folding when you can be creating or building the life of your dreams, or even just sharing your gifts with others. And this isn't about the amount of followers. This isn't about the amount of likes. This isn't about the amount of anything. That is all tied to ego. So you want to act from the heart space, okay? So I want to do an Anunnaki light language mother channel, and she's a little bit more assertive, this one. She's a medicine woman channeler, and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Amba sakatinda saka ara sakatopo usukoto sukoto sukoto. Anda suka ora sakata anda sakapo usuko sukoto tita tata sakata unda saka. Amba sakatunda sukoro sukoto unda saka oya saka anda sakapo suko suko. Arumpa sakatunda sukoto asakata tundi sikiti usike asaka asa usakata nasaka asa. Ampa sakatunda sakati sakata asakata urum sakata sakata sakapasa. Andu sakatunda sakata asikatondo suka asakatondo sakitunda saka asa rumba sakoto usukoto takanda saka. Orumpa sakando sukoto oso, orumpa sakando soko ototo sukoto mosokoba sukoto usa katanda saka orosoko oso. So she was saying, of course, some of your days on this spiritual ascension, they're going to feel like they're so dark. They're going to feel like your parts of your soul is breaking and you're losing parts of yourself, but you're just shedding layers of the ego. She's also saying, take care right now, extra special care of your physical vessel. Exercise it, go out for walks, go to the gym, nourish it with plant herbal remedies, take baths. If you have access to a bathtub, take a bath. Urumpa secundo suko usukundo sukoto usukundo sukata pasakoto usukoto usuto kanda sako usukasa. Urumpa sukoto usukoto usukundo sukoti isikata da nuskota usukata mantas pasakota kata ambasakasa. Aramba sakana sakatu usukotondo sukara sakata usakatondo saka. Urosokoto anda sakata asakatondo sakata uya sakatanda sakapantanda saka usikata saka. Urumpa sokoto usuku sukopukungo sokoro sokoko usukasiyaya. Okay, so she's saying that you need to really lock in to the energies connected to like your lunar phases, to the universe. She also says to kind of, okay, yes, embrace what you're feeling, but don't get attached to those emotions. And soon you will shed layers of your spiritual ego, like from your ego, and so you can spiritually evolve higher. She's also saying for some of you to use the lapis lazuli to open your throat chakra. She's saying don't suppress your voice to make others feel more powerful and for you to bend and to make yourself smaller. Don't be afraid to show your inner power to others, and don't suppress your fire inside you that's burning. of your god and goddess. This is why we do Kundalini awakenings and we do sacred dance techniques, okay? And we do that tantric Kundalini fire goddess and god awakening. And we, you know, we need to express ourselves through sacred dance or sacred drumming. And it's when you get really spiritual, you will see that it's essential for your spiritual growth, especially if you are an awakened Kundalini tantric goddess and you have Anunnaki star mothers and Egyptian ancient gods and goddesses around you, which I have a ton, and you probably do too. Let's talk about calling our guides in for protection. Okay, so you have a vast spirit animal realm, and I'm going to just call in our guides, our animal totem messengers, and our animal guides. Owl, mammals too. Dolphins and insects. Ladybug, caterpillar, dragonfly, dragon, whale, tiger, black panther, wolf, crow, cardinal, bluebird, bear. Thank you for protecting us. Thank you for illuminating the darkness when we feel low or when others suck our energy or make us feel bad. Thank you for transmuting these darker energies and these darker entities into the light for the truth to come out. Thank you for your protection from them siphoning our energies, and thank you for your guardianship and your utmost protection. Now I'm going to start pulling and cutting, and I like to open the window for this so we can so everything can just flow out the window. And I also like to have some smoke blowing, but my flare, I have lighters, but this lighter is not the greatest. So a lot of it is like, the message here is like, don't suppress your power to make others feel more powerful, and don't play small just in fear of like them not approving of your power. Don't play small in fear of them judging you. Don't play small in fear of them starting to target or attack you, because you embody something that they don't, and there's something in them that is lacking that they wish that you had, which connects to their human ego and those tense emotions and lower vibrational energies and entities stemming from jealousy, insecurity, even hatred. It could be greed. It could be you being different from them. It could be you embodying a gift that they wish that they had. Maybe they see that your strength is a threat because they're deeply insecure and they're lost on their path and they can't find themselves, and so they're targeting you instead of focusing on how to fix themselves and how to heal, that's what it is a lot of the time, right? So we're just gonna keep cutting. I'm feeling very tense energies today. For those of you who are here who the darkness try to pull you down, or maybe you have Jinn, DJINN spirit attachments. So like, what are spirit attachments? You could be born, this is an example, not everyone is born with a spiritual attachment, but you could very well, hypothetically, but this could be from real life accounts, you could be born, your soul could be connected to spirit, like shadow people, to where you could be born with 3 shadow attachments. you know, whether you made a past life soul agreement with these shadows, or you dabbled in black magic in a past life, or when you were in the spirit realm, they saw your soul and, you know, you were wavering off, you know, your path's truth, and it was more like a bleak gray area, and they kind of snuck in and just attached to you. And this is where being a shamaness, like Middle Earth, like when lost souls, when you pass away, when someone passes away, not you, but like when someone passes away, not everyone goes to the same place, okay? So some souls end up being lost, okay? And so this is why some witches or some spiritual practitioners or even mortals, they light candles at night from All Hallows Eve, which others they know it as Halloween in this modern day society and culture. But All Hallows Eve is really to honor our past loved ones who've crossed over the veil, and we light candles and we put them along our windowsills to light these souls, you know, these lost souls in the dark, and find their way back to the light. And then we leave out their favorite foods as offerings for them, you know, and we feed their energy even though they can't physically eat the food. This is an intense connection. And if you are a witch and you know this, like, I mean, even if you're not a witch and you do this, and it's in like, I think it's in like the Philippine culture they do this, and then they do this in the Mexican culture. And then there's this other like spiritual beliefs, you know what I mean? Because like, isn't like Dia de los Muertos something like Day of the Dead, to where like they honor their deceased loved ones, and it comes into play to that concept kind of. And then you know, honoring your ancestors or even your friends that passed away. It doesn't have to be ancestral spirits. So like leaving out food for them, leaving out sweets, candies, maybe their favorite cakes, their favorite chocolate, their favorite hot comfort food meal, you know what I mean? Just so like you could even do this, you don't have to wait till all Hallows Eve. You can do this at any given time, but that is like where that came into play. So we are going to shed, I want to do some cord cuttings to the ego. I'm trying to figure out where this is coming from, but okay. Because today was kind of a tougher day. Like I got projected on a lot by an energy vampire, just really bad, like lurking. And then my friend was like, why, like, is she always lurking? Like, why is she always around you, like listening to your conversations? Like I could see this in my third eye, because he's very spiritual like me. And I was just like, I know, like you know, he's like, just fortify your energetic boundaries. And then it's crazy he said that, because I have a mentor who she follows me on my Instagram, and she is amazing. She's so gifted. She's got so many gifts to her, and she's so extraterrestrial. Like she's so alien. Like I love how her guides work. And the reason why my voice does this is because all this powdered cinnamon that I be putting in my drink and my turmeric. And this really cleans out your digestive system, especially if you put lemon juice and or fresh lime squeeze juice, and put papaya seeds, because papaya seeds have the enzymes, and then they help your digestion flow and open up. So I've just been doing a lot of these drinks, as well as a lot of herbal teas, as you saw earlier. I like to put the leaf of bay in here. Just don't swallow the bay laurel, because if you swallow the bay laurel, it could cause bowel obstruction, and you definitely don't want that. So now I want to do lots of pulling and cutting. And you can see these cords as murky, gray, bleak, red cords, okay, blood ties to someone. Make it maybe a sacred energy exchange tie. Black cords. And just picture you leaving that type of energy, and you, like a cord between you and that individual, or even a place, and it just, I'm cutting it for you. And like some of you may feel trapped in your situations. Some of you may feel trapped in like misery of like the matrix of like the 9 to 5, and like I get it, you know, completely get that. So today we are going to kind of break you free from the matrix, at least for a little bit, so you can feel at ease, comforted, calm, de-stressed, and feel like you're getting back to yourself again. In my other sessions, I was talking about, my thought just went, don't you love that? Like, you feel like the siphoning of energy from like another telepathic person, and then it's like they're trying to influence what you do and like how you think or like how you act, and then it's just like, okay, that is you, this is me. Like, so we're gonna state, I am energetically protected. I fortify my energetic boundaries. Any hooks or energy lines that someone else or other people are trying to send to me to influence me from their obsessions or their thoughts or their telepathy or their ties to me, it's not going to work. I shut it down. I reject that cord of energy. You are not allowed to siphon my energy. You don't have access to my energy field. I am fortified in my energetic boundaries. And so it is. Okay? So you just have to keep doing this, and you have to keep affirming this, okay? Because there will be lower vibrationals. They will try their best to suck your chi life force energy right out of you, day after day after fucking day, to where like you're, before you know it, 40 years go by and you're like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I mean? Like, no, we're not doing that. So we're gonna be burning herbs as well. And I'm gonna be using this to cut as well. I got this yesterday at Dollar Tree. I want to do lots of quick cuttings on you guys because I feel like we are going through a mass shift awakening, and the solar angelics are here, the angels of the sacred fire, as well as who are known as the cosmic angelics, and the tantric kundalini awakening goddesses. So they're very present in like my last like 2 days worth of videos. I was gonna say my last 2 sessions, but no, it's been far more than that. If you feel down, I want you to also pay attention to your moods after like certain energies come in and out of your life. So like if you were like upbeat, or like if you were just like regular like chill, tranquility, like very like, you know, calm, and then like someone else comes into your environment or your energy field, and then you feel like all of a sudden you just go from that calm to like down, and you just feel like low, or like you feel sharp, like you feel anxiety or you feel their anger. I want you to recognize like, okay, that is not my energy. That is their energy, and I'm not going to allow this to affect me. Okay, so we are going to do what? We are going to shake it out with our rattles. We're going to burn it away. We're going to crystal tap it away. And we are going to set our intentions. So I want to invite you, these are rose petals and bay leaves. I want you to set an intention as I burn this, mentally or out loud. And I also want to burn some chamomile flowers as well. Bring back that happiness and bring you back to your happy place, because I feel like we all need this right now. because the energies have been very tricky and very deep. I'm going through some deep shit right now, energetically. Today is a deeper day. Today is a day of like, okay, I'm feeling this way. Is it my energy? Is it their energy? Am I processing trauma? And then it's, okay, release the shit. You know what I mean? Like, release it out of you. We're going to add some star anise. And then we're going to also add some cinnamon stick. And then we are going to put some essential oils, like some lemon zest or some mint. And then we are going to burn this to bring back, like, clarity, knowing, like, what's your energy, bringing you back to yourself, de-stressing. And then we're going to also add some mint oil. Okay, to kind of like put that zing back, that pep in our step, and that lively energy back into our atmospheric environments. So like that Lana Del Rey song just channeled through me, The Blackest Day. So like, if some of you are here and you're suffering from anxious thoughts, anxiety, depression, if you're suffering from a situation to the point where like you feel like your energy is being siphoned and you feel like you're playing small or people pleasing, or you feel like you're under psychic attack, you know, my sessions are for you and I'm here for you. But you must remember who you are, and you must not fold for anyone, okay? I want you to focus on imagining your happy place, whether it be in the Maldives or Bora Bora or in your backyard, or it be the Summerlands, you know, the valleys, flowers and trees, and you know how beautiful it is. Maybe it's you painting, you know, maybe it's you writing your song lyrics and writing your music, or maybe it's you running into the woods and going on a deep adventure, and you know what I mean. So just envision your happy place. This is star anise and some chamomile flower. And the star anise takes a little bit to kind of like flare up, but this one might work this time. It's actually working, okay. The other one died on me earlier and I was like, no! You know how your lighters die and you're like, damn it. I really need to light that herb. I know some of you were thinking like, I really needed to smoke that cigarette. Okay, so quit smoking, okay? And if that triggered some of you, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, because my father actually passed away from stage 4 lung cancer, and it was very progressive. Like within 3 weeks he had passed, and when they diagnosed him. And this is like so weird. Like today I've just been kind of struggling with my, like, hang on. Need to find another lighter. Okay. I'm just gonna try this one again. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go, finally. So bringing the sweetness in. And then I'm going to be taking finding my ocean jasper. This is my okay, here it is. And I'm going to be pulling and blowing the cords out of you from like your mental space, okay? And let me just imbue these with Reiki. Just kind of relax into yourself. And I'm blowing it out the window, not back to you, obviously. That would defy the whole experience, so. And then some of you, like when you get in really deep concentration states, you don't realize it, but it gets really hard right here. I want you to just kind of soften that area. You know what I mean? Like just soften it. And like this is like perfect. Like so. I love this. I got this specifically for your sessions, that jade roller. So let's just keep pulling and blowing. Ooh, there's an energetic archon that tried to hook into me. No, thank you. I'm so energy sensitive to the point where like I could feel the spirits and shit, them like them. They're either trying to get me to lead them to the light, or they're trying to get me to channel them, or they're trying to hook into me and influence me and just give me like their lower vibrational thought forms, like the parasites. And it's like, bye, no, stay over there, leave. You're not welcome even in my space. That is you. This is me. And even these like archonic hooks from energy vampire intruders, they come from them. So you need to really be conscious of like who you let in your field. So I invite you guys to subscribe to my channel. I also invite you guys to upload, if you can, my videos to your Facebooks and share it, because I am just growing my life's purpose and branching out my business after I got attacked really bad by jealous haters who ended up sabotaging my old business and my old YouTube channel. So I'm starting from scratch, starting over. So thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing, and I'm open to donations of energy exchange. And right now I have my Cash App, and that's the only form I'm accepting payments through, like for equal energy exchange donations to support the channel, so I can get tools like these crystals, you know, like this beautiful jade roller. I even need and want to get some dragon's blood incense, maybe some frankincense, maybe some myrrh, some Nag Champa incense, and some more, you know, just spiritual tools and even herbs that I can work with better. So if you can leave a donation, I deeply, deeply appreciate it. I just want to say thank you, everyone, for coming to the session. Namaste.